Aloha, Ohana and friends. Aloha, Reagan. Aloha, Tori. Today, I'm going to share with you not just one book, not two books, but three books. Now, one of the stories is still in a book, but the last two I have to share with you are out of print, sadly, and they still have a wonderful message to share. So I'm going to show you how to read books that are out of print. The stories can still be told. The name of this story is called Just Open a Book by Jill Hallinan. And if you need stories about the seasons and events throughout the year, Hallinan is the name you go to. She's written about everything. Just open a book to read it through the world of enjoyment that's waiting for you. You can take a long trip on an old pirate ship, or you can walk in the sand where the pyramids stand. You can go to the moon, and then, if you please, you can see for yourself it's not made of green cheese. Just open a book. It's all you need to do. You can see distant shores of old dinosaurs, or fly with an eagle and learn how it soars. What else is in books? Well, just take a look. Paul Bunyan is waiting for someone like you to ask him why Babe, his pet ox, is blue. And young Johnny Appleseed sure needs a hand planting the seedlings all over the land. With books you can travel and easily greet all of the people you've wanted to meet. In foggy old London, you can help Sherlock Holmes solve a mystery or two. That's up to you. Tom Sawyer is building a raft with Huck Finn. As soon as you get there, your voyage will begin. You can walk through the wood with your friend Robin Hood, or you can have a nice feast with the Beauty and Beast. And then, if you like, you might even choose to find out why Bigfoot just can't wear shoes. Yes, books are a way to enjoy every day. So next time you think you have nothing to do, just look at the books that were written for you. You could learn to play tennis or even to cook. It's easy if you'll just open a book. By Jill Hallinan. The next story I have to share with you is called The GROOBER. Now, my Busy Bee alumni will know this story quite well because they heard the word every single day throughout their year of kindergarten. The GROOBER is definitely a story about the grass being greener on the other side. You watch as it unfolds. The GROOBER lived in a hole in the ground. This also makes a great groundhog story. Now, it was a pleasant hole. It was a wonderful hole. He thought it was great. And every morning he lay in his hole enjoying the warm sun. But one day the GROOBER got up to go down to the river to get a drink of water. And as he walked by, he saw his other friends' holes. Wow, that's terrific. Look at your place. That's wonderful. And then he saw this one. That's really impressive. Well, he remembered all the fine holes that he had seen in the valley as he started his walk home. Well, when he got to his home, he thought he would lay down and enjoy it right away. But as he laid down, his hole didn't feel so comfortable. So he got up and he remembered all the fine holes that he'd seen on his way to get a drink of water. And he decided that he would make himself a new hole. It would be a fine hole. It would be a terrific hole. It would be magnificent. So, with a lot of energy, he got up and took a shovel and started to dig and dig and dig. And as he dug, it still wasn't deep enough. It wasn't quite magnificent enough. So he dug and he dug and he dug faster and faster and faster until he had dug a tremendous hole, an enormous hole, a gigantic hole. It was magnificent. No other GROOBER in the whole valley had a hole as magnificent as this. So he quickly climbed down inside and laid down and wiggled in there just to enjoy the nice warm sun rays. But he couldn't feel the sun reaching him down in that deep hole. Maybe, he thought to himself, this hole is a little too magnificent. What can I do to fix this? I have no desire to spend the whole night in a deep, dark hole. I won't even be able to see the stars. So he got up, grabbed a shovel, and started to fill the hole in, shovel at a time. And he shoveled and shoveled and shoveled. Nope, still too deep. And he shoveled and shoveled some more. Nope, still too deep. Well, with more energy than ever, he started filling the hole. He shoveled and shoveled and shoveled, and then when the ground was perfectly flat, he took the back of his shovel and pressed the soft earth into a small, shallow hole. Almost like what he first had to start with. Well, he quickly climbed in the hole. What a beautiful sight. The GROOBER had never seen anything as wonderful as this. With a sigh of joy, he fell into his hole. Never had his hole felt so wonderful, and he sat with a quiet smile on his face. Never had his hole felt so comfortable. Never had the first star seemed so bright. And he knew when the sun came up in the morning, he'd feel the warm rays of the sun. Now this, the GROOBER thought, smiling to himself, this is what I call a magnificent hole. Again, a great story on the grass being greener on the other side. And I always tell my friends, if you think the grass is greener on the other side, be very careful. It could be AstroTurf. The GROOBER by Betsy Byers. The last story I have to share with you is called Start with a Dot. Now this book, sadly, is also out of print, but I put it on cards. That's pretty easy. You could do it too. The way I read the story is I say a line and you repeat it after me. Let's give it a try. Start with a dot. Little and fine. Stretch it out, and you have a line. Bend it a bit, and what will it be? The roundest circle you ever did see. Make 2 dots and put them in place. Add 2 more lines, and you have a face. Do it again, 1, 2, 3, and now you have a family. 5 straight lines together will give a neat little house where they all could live. A simple square placed just right becomes a window to let in the light. Math. Another circle and line can be joined together to make a tree. Do it again, up and down, and in no time at all, you have a town. Now just listen to the rest of the words. The world is made of towns like these, filled with many families. Their names are different, their faces are too, but they laugh and they cry the same as you. And the world is bigger than you or I, but what would it look like from high in the sky? Start with a dot. A powerful message that still applies today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the stories and be sure to share them with a friend you haven't made today, along with a song. Aloha, a hui ho.